So welcome back. It feels good to say we are officially here now on PS5, Next Gen My NBA Association. Today we're going to be rebuilding the Washington Wizards. Obviously made that huge trade for Russell Westbrook for John Wall. We will get into that in a minute. Before we do get any further in this rebuild, we got to talk for a second. So I uploaded my most recent video probably about a week ago at this point. I think you guys, it's actually exactly a week ago when you guys are seeing this. Let's go over some things right now. We're gonna talk about some things right now. If you do not see that video, I definitely recommend checking it out. After this, if you want to watch it before, feel free to do that. I'll try to remember to leave a link in the description. I was kind of giving a little bit of an update about where I've been, what's been going on with me, because a lot of people were confused where I've been, why the hell I haven't been posting videos, and I explained it all in that video. So I'm not going to go into detail on that so much. But what I am going to do is I just want to thank you guys. It's seriously so many supporting comments. I know you guys are always there for me. It means a ton for me. And seriously, if I mentioned in the last video, but if I didn't have you guys, I wouldn't have anybody. So I love you guys so much. It does mean a lot to me. But today, we are finally here on the PlayStation 5, getting into the next gen rebuilds. I'm obviously a little bit late to the party. I think literally every other, My League, I guess it's not really called My League anymore, but every other big rebuilding YouTuber has, been doing this for a while, and I'm a little late to the party. But you can blame Sony for that. It's not me. It's not like I wasn't trying to get a PS5 since they released them. But what I don't need you guys to do with here is obviously stick with me throughout this. I have yet to actually record a rebuild. I've played around with it a little bit. That sounds a little bit suspect, but we're not going to get into that so much. So I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Obviously, it's very similar. It's just kind of, I think the majority of it's just kind of a new look to it in general. I'm kind of keeping this, the way I've always kept it is injuries off. I have everything, on 50 and stuff like that. I'm on a Hall of Fame, even though I'm terrible at 2K, but that's the main point there. So yeah, let's get into this rebuild. So obviously we take a look at this team. As I mentioned, they made the huge trade for Russell Westbrook. I'm actually really excited to see what he's going to be able to do in Washington. I think it's going to be a little bit different. I mean, it's a tough debate right now of who is better, him or Bradley Beal. I'm probably going to still go with Beal, but it's a little bit of a different situation. I feel like they're kind of like 1A, 1B versus when he was, in Houston with James Harden. They were definitely 1 and 2. If you kind of catch my drift right there, but I'm very excited to see what this backcourt can do together. I really think they're going to be good. Obviously made, I believe it was, the 9th overall pick of Denny Avdija from Israel. I thought he was going to go a little bit higher than 9. I'm actually not going to lie there. I'm going to be interested to see how he can do. For year number 1, I definitely know that Troy Brown Jr. is definitely a better player right now. I think I'm still going to give Avdija the start, just because I think he has a little bit more upside, if we're being honest here. Rest of this lineup, Davis Bertans Davis, whatever it is, ended up getting into a contract extension, I believe. Whoops, did not mean to do that. I believe it's $16 million a year just for the rest of the contract, so that will be interesting. If he, plays pretty well for us and I don't see a reason to trade him, then I'm probably not going to do that because he's obviously really good shooter. I think he's an unbelievable stretch four in real life as well. Thomas Bryant's here. 2-year deal. It's not bad money at all for him. I just don't know if there's going to be a championship caliber center for us. And then the rest of the team is what it is. Nobody too special down here. Isaac Bonga, a little bit of upside, but we will see. So before we do get into your, I forgot to even mention Hachimura. Hachimura is probably going to be, I'm also kind of torn if I want to start him. I'm probably going to start Bertans just because I still think he's a better player. But Hachimura, again, 22 years old. He was their 9th overall pick last year. It'll be interesting. I definitely do have probably 1 or 2 trades to make because we take a look at this rotation right now. You guys know me if you guys have been watching me for a while. I'm a 9-man rotation kind of guy, so I'm probably going to work on that. I would imagine Beal would probably be the one without a backup. I actually wouldn't mind sending Jerome Robinson down to the G League, and maybe we can send people to G League this way. I got to work on how to do that. So I think Bonga could be in a trade just because maybe he'll capitalize. 21 years old, pretty cheap contract. Maybe I can work on, I don't even know what position I get. Maybe a better backup point guard. So we'll see. So first trade here is going to be coming with the Atlanta Hawks. We're going to pick up Rajon Rondo, get another veteran on this team. I think it's actually a really good move. We're sending Ish Smith and Jerome Robinson over to Atlanta for Rondo. We also get Chris Dunn. Oh my God, sorry. I know. I technically haven't done this before. Yada, yada. I know how it works. It's the same thing forever. All right, cool. That trade is done. Rondo's now on the team. I don't really have a spot for Chris Dunn, so I'm probably going to go ahead and maybe try to capitalize on that trade value. Just the thing is, I don't really know what I need. I mean, we're kind of all set at the majority of spots here. Maybe if I can improve Wagner, whatever it is, Wagner. Foreign names and me just don't get along at all. You guys know that. Very well could be in a deal as well. So let's see what we can do here. So we're going to be doing this deal here with Toronto. I think Chris Boucher should be higher than a 77 overall. If you guys want to let me know in the comment section if you agree with that, that would be kind of cool because I definitely think he should be higher than a 77. But super cheap contract, kind of hitting the prime of his career now at age 27. Chris Dunn, obviously an unbelievable defensive piece. I just don't really have a spot for him here. And then Mo Wagner, he's kind of getting an upgrade here in Chris Boucher. So we also pick up Malachi Flynn. Who I don't know a ton about, if I'm being honest here. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for now. So now I'm going to go ahead and set this rotation. and I'll see you guys with it before we start simming. So this is how I'm going to rock this rotation here for year number 1. You guys know me, as I mentioned earlier. I'm a huge fan of the 9-man rotations. I kind of always stick with that unless there's like a really big reason why I shouldn't. I think Bradley Beal's in a position where he really doesn't need a backup. Yes, he's only playing 37 minutes a night. I'm not going to play him 48 minutes a night. It just literally doesn't make sense at all. But we can fix in some rotations where we just don't have a technically pure shooting guard, if you guys know what I'm saying. It all works itself out in the end. So we take a look at this rotation here for year number 1. Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal. I decided, as I mentioned, I'm giving DINWIDDie the start. I think he's going to progress really well for us, and I think he's definitely going to progress a lot more if he's in the starting lineup instead of coming off the bench. I do want to give Bertans a start as well. I would not mind having another veteran piece in this starting lineup because, again, DINWIDDie is super young, and I just don't think if I started Achimura, we'd be winning as many games. I'm just trying to keep it honest with you guys right now. Eventually, at some point, I might have to make a choice which one of these guys I do want to go with because I definitely think they both are starting caliber players, but we will cross that road when it comes. And then Thomas Bryant's going to be our starting center for now. I really wish they would update all the pictures. Like, they updated Bertans, they updated Beal. Russ is obviously, he's in an auto-generated uniform, so that's not going to update. But, like, why can't you update Thomas Bryant's picture? Is it really that hard? The game dropped in September. We're in December now. I just don't get it, man. The bench is actually really solid. Rui Hachimura here, Troy Brown Jr., Rajon Rondo, and Chris Boucher. I think this bench is going to be really good, and I honestly do think this is a playoff team here in the Eastern Conference. I think a lot of it does hinge on how well Russ and Bradley Beal play together. End of the day, though, it is 2K, so I think they're probably going to do pretty well. So that is it for now. We are going to sim, to the end of year number 1. And whoops, Jesus Christ. I will see you guys there. We finish up year number 1 here, and we are in the playoffs. As you can see right there, conference rank, top right corner. Actually, is my face cam there? I might start putting my face cam on the left, actually. Okay, hopefully I remember to do that because we are 7th in the conference right now. That was my first time simming a season, like a full season here in Next Gen 2K21. And let me just say, it went really fast. And boy, let me tell you, after been doing rebuilds since 2K16, that feels pretty goddamn good. Luka Doncic is your MVP, as I mentioned. 32.5 points, 10 boards, 9.5 assists. He's going to be an unstoppable force in this league for year to come. James Wiseman is Rookie of the Year. Not bad. 14 points, 8.5 boards, 2 assists there for year number 1 for him in Golden State. Spencer Dinwiddie, 6-man in Brooklyn. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Defensive Player of the Year. I was kind of surprised about that extension. I really didn't think he wanted to be there, long term, but it's a good thing for small market teams that Giannis ended up staying long term, and I'm happy for the guy. He definitely deserves the contract. Michael Porter Jr. is your Most Improved Player. I'm about to cough. And Doc Rivers is your Coach of the Year. Let's get into the playoffs. I just think it's so funny how 2K just puts New Orleans at number 1. It's my first time simming a year, and they put New Orleans at number 1. Playing Lonzo at shooting guard is probably not a good idea. Just my opinion, but no, there's no way this team is the 1 seed in the Western Conference. But we are a 7 seed. Nonetheless, we won 45 games. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some stats right now. That is, if I can find where that is. Okay, obviously it's a little bit different. Okay, here we go. Season stats, player stats. Okay, I have to get used to this whole new menu layout. I mean, it's literally been the same menu for so many years, and this is seriously one of my first times actually looking at it. Bradley Beal had a really solid season for us. 30 points, 3.5 rebounds, 6 assists. Not bad for him. Russ getting back to his normal self. 24 points, 8 boards, 6.5 assists. You'll love to see it. And then scoring kind of falls off a little bit. DINWIDDie had not a bad rookie year at all. 11.5 points, 6.5 boards, 5 assists. I will definitely take that from our hopeful future European stud. Bryant and Bertans, you can see them both right there. Hachimura, Troy Brown Jr. So I feel like we do need another 20-plus point scorer. You guys know me. I really emphasize scoring on my teams a lot. So we will see how that goes. We're going to go ahead and take on the Celtics here in year number 1. Walker, Smart, Brown, Tatum, and Robert Williams. I honestly think Robert Williams should start for them in real life. But I think Daniel Tice should be sent to the moon. You guys know me, diehard Celtics fan here, and I don't like Daniel Tice at all. All right, let's see what happens here in round number 1. I cannot imagine it's going to go very well for us, and we do end up losing in 5. Yeah, that one was probably coming. I'll see you guys in the offseason. So my first time doing a rebuild, and the Minnesota Timberwolves win the championship in year number 1. They went from the first overall pick to winning a championship. Karl Anthony Towns is your finals MVP. Okay, I guess Anthony Edwards is a big game changer. Good for them, though. All right, so we're going to head up to the draft lottery. Obviously, we're probably not going to have a lottery pick unless they have some pick that I'm not sure about. Rockets are going to end up number 2. It's via Detroit. Good for them. Yeah, no, I do not see the Wizards there. And the Bucks end up with the... How in the hell do the Bucks end up with the number 1 overall pick? That's absolutely crazy. I'm not a Scott Brooks fan. I'm not a Tony Brown fan. I don't even know who you are. I don't know why you just got bumped up to assistant coach or who you are. No thank you. You're fired. I needed my A trainer. You guys know me. I need my 3 untapped potentials. We're going to take a look at some assistant coaches right now. Otis Newman's fine. I love how they just really don't change the coaches too much either. I'll take Stauffer. I don't know why the start's so low. 5.5 mil a year. Oh, was that an assistant coach? Oh, shit. I offered him my assistant coach, didn't I? Would you like to end these negotiations? Yes. Oh, wait. Did I not? Okay, never mind. I offered him my assistant coaching position, which is just a royal screw on my part. Okay, I won't sign you, and can I sign you now? I won't sign you, and can I sign you? Actually, I'd rather do this. All right, that's better. Assistant coach now. I'll try to go Peterson. Hopefully that works. We sign him, and... Oh, we have two... that's why. I'm so confused. I was like, why the hell are there two spots here? You have to sign two assistant coach. That's my dumbass just not paying attention at all. Obviously, I'm sure you guys are, like, yelling through your screens right now. I have no money whatsoever. And he's still going to accept it. Absolutely perfect. We're going to head up to the NBA draft right now. We obviously do have the 2021 draft class in here, which is going to be pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and take a look at what we do have right now. I did not mean to do that. I hate how it goes all the way back. That's kind of annoying. Let's see what we have in the pick department. We do have pick 18. I would not mind moving up in this draft a little bit, but I think I'd rather use my pick and, you know, get a better player on this team. So let's see what we can figure out here. So I'm kind of making a little bit of a big move here if this is going to work out. Obviously, it's not going to work out straight up, but I want to get Domantas Sabonis. I think Davis Bertans and Rajon Rondo definitely could be two key pieces here. I'll give you pick 18 as well. And then I don't want to, like, mortgage the future, especially because I don't really have much of a future. But how about two more firsts? And they agree to that. Wow. Okay. Domantas Sabonis is now the newest member of this team, which I know I said I was going to make a decision between Bertans and Hachimura, but when you have the option to get Sabonis, you kind of got to take it. So I think the pick and roll with him and Westbrook, and honestly going to probably be a little bit, is going to be kind of crazy. So I do think I have an idea right now. Hachimura I do have to wait for at the player option, so we're going to have to go past the draft and head up to rookie signings, but I will not be drafting anybody here. I don't think, no second round pick there. Team player options, Hachimura, Brown, and European 7'1" with one of the worst fucking smiles I've ever seen are all going to be coming back. So qualifying offers, Isaac Bonga, probably not. Chris Boucher, I definitely do want to give that $2.5 million qualifying to. And we definitely don't have any money, which is going to be a good thing. Yeah, we have like $8 million. So we basically have a mid-level exception. So at this point in time, we take a look at this roster. Malachi Flynn, probably maybe could have sent him to the G League and maybe helped that overall a little bit, but it's fine. He's not a bad backup point guard. I'm still rocking with Denny as of now. Sabonis is obviously a new pickup here. And I honestly do kind of want to get a new backup or starting center. So Thomas Bryant and Rui Hachimura are probably going to be kind of two key pieces in this deal. Obviously the money's kind of limited. We combine their salaries. It's like 12, 13 million bucks. So we're definitely going to have to work on that a little bit, and I'm probably going to see you guys with another trade. So I'm going to see if Portland will probably accept this. Rui Hachimura and Thomas Bryant for Yusuf Nurkic and Nasir Little. Now, hear me out a little bit. I know Yusuf Nurkic. Some people think he's underrated. Some people think he's overrated. Some people think he's fine. In 2K, again, I haven't really done a ton of these rebuilds so far. If it is like the same kind of, I don't even know how to describe it, script or whatever it is, automation as old 2Ks, Yusuf Nurkic puts up pretty good stats. Like, it's probably going to be a double-double. So what I'm going to try to do right now, see if they'll do this deal. They don't want to do it. How about if I just toss you a couple second-round picks? Because I can give you second-round picks all day. And we really don't have any firsts. Okay, so what I'm probably going to have to do now is take Nasir Little out of the conversation. How about if I just try to get a future first-round pick from you? Is that enough? How about if I keep in these second-round picks? Because second-round picks are just absolutely useless. The only reason that I ever acquire second-round picks are for trades. They still don't want to do it. All right, fine. This is going to be an overpay, I think. Wow. Are you kidding me? All right, they agree to that. That's such an overpay, I know, but at the end of the day, it kind of does fill out this team and does kind of fill a pretty big need for us. So, Beal's still not going to have a backup. Bad Smile European, I guess, could be my backup center. He might actually develop a little bit. He's only 25 years old. He is 7'1", maybe the next Boban. So at this point in time, I'm probably going to be looking to spend my mid-level exception on a backup power forward. Guys that I could, you know, realistically go after. Belitza's not that bad, actually. Kind of a stretch four. Maybe a similar role to Bertans a little bit. We can see what we can do there. Yeah, he wants to come back. So I'm going to let Bonga go. I forgot about Chris Boucher. That's my bad. And I don't even have bird rights on him. But is he still restricted? If he's a center. Genius. Did he seriously accept another offer already? Oh, no, he's right here. So he is restricted. So if the game still glitches and it's going to let me match it, then I will just wait and he'll be my backup center. But as of now, we do have Bielitsa coming in to be our backup 4. And I'll see you guys at the start of year number 2. So we are going to be doing this trade, picking up Anthony Simons from Portland. I know we just made a deal with Portland, but Anthony Simons is definitely a much better backup point guard than Malachi Flynn. We're also getting rid of our 7'1" worst smile in the world center. We're also getting CJ Ellaby in return. Simon's going to be my backup point guard. I did re-sign Chris Boucher. That's why I just traded my backup center. So we're all set, and now we'll see you guys the rotation at the start of year number 2. So year number 2, the only thing that remains the same, actually, I guess it's technically 3 things. I was going to say it's our backcourt, but no, Avdiha is still here as well. So Russ, Bradley, Beal, and Denny Avdiha are the only 3 starters from last year. I guess only, it's actually the majority when you do the math. But 2 new additions is what I'm trying to say here. In Domantas Sabonis and Yusuf Nurkic, 2 definite upgrades in my opinion. I think they're going to help us significantly. We're going to go hopefully from a 7 seed to maybe a top 3 seed. Might be a little bit of a stretch. We are in a pretty weak East, though, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, these are going to be the minutes for the starting 5. Bench looks like this. The game still wants me to start Troy Brown Jr. I still have hope for Avdiha. If it doesn't really end up working out after this year, I'm trying to win a championship within 3 years. I really am. And if he does not end up contributing significantly, I think his trade value is going to be pretty high. And I probably can trade him and maybe get somebody who's really good and can help us win a championship. But we're not even thinking about that yet. For now, we are focused on this group, this team here for year number 2. The bench is as follows: Troy Brown Jr., Chris Boucher, Anthony Simons, and Nemanja Bjelica, who has regressed to a 75. He is 33. I guess that's a little bit fair. But that's going to be the squad. I'm excited to see what we can do, and I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. Year number 2 comes to a close. Luka Doncic is a triple-double machine. 32 points, 10 boards, 10 assists. I was just thinking about this. Why does it not have your record in the bottom right anymore? I get it says that I'm number 1 in the conference. Why does it not tell me, my record? Was it too hard to, keep in the fucking game? There's always a problem. Evan Mobley, Rookie of the Year, is in San Antonio. 16 points, 9 boards, 3 assists. Really solid season for him. Where's he from? Where did he go to school? I guess it just doesn't say it, or I'm just blind. I have no idea. Lonzo Ball, 6-man, is in Memphis. What in the world? 12 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Jonathan Isaac, Defensive Player of the Year. I actually could see this happening within the next 5 years. I don't think it's going to happen in 2 years, but he's an unbelievable defensive player. I feel bad for him. I forget what his exact injury was, but I hope he bounced back in the same defensive piece. LaMelo Ball, yeah, big surprise. 2K loves a hype beast. I don't know if LaMelo Ball will ever average 25.5 points. I hope he turns out to be a really good player for Charlotte. I just don't know if 25.5 points is ever going to happen. It very well could. Don't quote me on that, but we'll see. That might be 2K just hyping up some guys, especially in his second year. It's a little tough there. Stafford does win Coach of the Year. I didn't even mention we were first in the conference, so this team took an absolute flip. I'm very excited to see what our stats were. We're going to go ahead and check those out right now, if I can remember where they are. Season stats, player stats. Led in scoring by Bradley Beal, Russell Westbrook, Domantas Sabonis. So we didn't get a 20-plus point per game guy, but 18 and 11 is exactly what I'm kind of looking for. As I mentioned, Nurkic is a double-double, 13 points, 11 rebounds. Hopefully played some pretty decent defense. We will see. Denny Avdiha is up to an 80 overall. I might test the trade value. I'm not saying I'm definitely going to trade him. That's the tough thing with these 3-year rebuilds. Like some guys in 2K, this is the old 2K. I don't know if it's going to be the same. Tend to end up being really good by year 4 if you're a rookie and have them in year number 1. And I do 3-year rebuilds. That math doesn't really quite work out. So that's why I end up trading some of these guys. But we will see. Troy Brown Jr. off the bench, Chris Boucher, Anthony Simons, Nemanja Bjelica. Looks like Jordan McRae got a few minutes as well. I didn't even mention this. I tried to sign both Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook to contract extensions. They both said they wanted to test free agency. So if one of them or both of them leaves, we are totally fucked for this video. But we are a 1 seed here in the East. I really do think they're both going to resign. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. So right now, we are a 1 seed, as I mentioned, taking on the New York Knicks. Look at their starting 5. Chris Dunn. They picked up CJ McCollum, Kevin Knox, Obi Toppin. Was what? Pickle was he 8? Yeah, that's what I thought. Mitchell Robinson's still here. RJ Barrett's coming off the bench. I would start RJ Barrett over Kevin Knox at small forward, but that's just my opinion. Round number 1 right here. We're up 3-1. I forgot it's so much faster now. We do end up winning in 6, though. Celtics beat us last year. They're still a really good fucking team. I would imagine they might beat us here again. Same starting 5 for them there in Boston. And let's see. We lost in 5. Okay, so I do have to make probably at least one more big move. We take a look at the NBA Finals here. The Celtics do go on to win, so I can't be that mad. Jason Tatum at the age of 19 is winning Finals MVPs. Don't get triggered in my comment section. All right, we're going to head up to, where am I going right now? Draft lottery. I do not believe we have any picks at all. I cannot imagine I made any trades for anything there. And I don't see Wizards anywhere, so no, we do not. And the Sacramento Kings end up with the number 1 overall pick. We're going to head up to staff signing right now. I believe we're all set. Also, my trainer, there was only 1 training camp. If anybody has next gen, is that normal? Because I only had 1 training camp. Is that the normal now? Because he has a scouting. Maybe it's something else I have to, deal with. I don't know. I really don't know. But if somebody wants to tell me if having 1, training camp is normal now, it would be much appreciated. So we're heading up to the draft. I don't know if we have any picks this year. We do not. And I also don't really have a ton to trade. So I'm probably just going to skip over the draft again. I don't like doing it, but again, I'm trying to win a championship in 3 years. Beal declines, Westbrook declines, and Avdiha is obviously going to come back on that team option. So, 2 huge free agents right here. Simon's a pretty big free agent. LRB can go. And Troy Brown Jr. is honestly a pretty decent free agent as well. So, we have a huge free agency coming up. This is kind of a make or break thing for us right here. James Harden is here, and I actually have money. Holy shit. Okay. I didn't really think about that. The fact that I actually kind of have money right now. The Rockets are giving him a pretty big deal. That might be a tough one to beat. Steph Curry's also here. The Nets are giving him a pretty big deal. Dude, what? Okay, Durant's a free agent, and it looks like he's going to go to the Heat. Low-key, though. Could I beat out some of these teams on offers? How much is it per year? Let me do math. Oh, so his number one is 1 year, $33 million. How about if I just do this? Does that go up to number one? Oh, my God. Kevin Durant's coming home. Kevin Durant is possibly coming home, and I need to make sure I get one of these 2 guys back. Okay. Probably has to be Beal, right? Probably has to be Beal. Player option, no trade clause. Hopefully he likes that offer. He does. And then, oh my God, Nurkic is a free agent. Holy shit. Okay. I screwed myself a little bit. I didn't know Nurkic was a free agent too. There's no way I can afford all these guys, right? Wait, what? I can afford all these guys? How in the world? So I can get KD, Beal, and Nurkic? I feel like there's no way, right? But there's just no way. I don't think it's going to let me sign Kevin Durant. I really don't. Like, right? There's no way. There's no way I have that much money. There's just, it's not going to work, is it? Yeah, okay. Kevin Durant's not coming back. And so I officially lost. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I know I'm all over the place right now. I have an idea in mind. Hang on for a second. This might not be a smart move, but if it works out, I think this could actually end up making this team. So I might just take, and I get a first round pick too? Probably not. They want Bielitsa for McDaniels. That's actually fine. So we're going to pick up Hassan Whiteside here. And now how much money do I have? I have enough to sign Steph. He has 14 offers, and he really likes the Warriors offer. Do I have enough to sign KD? I do not as of now. Okay, shit. Worst comes to worst, I could bring Russell Westbrook back. Somehow the game's still going to let me. I'm going to offer Steph Curry a contract, player option, no trade clause. We're probably not number... Yeah, oh my God, we're number 2. The Warriors are just giving him more money. It's just, that's all I can really think about that. I do want to try to get Kevin Durant, though. I think Kevin Durant could be huge for this team. So what I'm going to do now is, how much money am I off on him? I would probably have to move Boucher and McDaniels to make it max. So McDaniels, can you just get me a first round pick? I'm sorry, this is going to probably take him a little minute. Fortnite updated? I have Fortnite? I'm not kidding. I've actually never played a game of Fortnite before. Well, the more you know. Okay, we are now going to head onto Trade Finder, and I'm going to move Boucher as well just to kind of play it safe. Probably going to get another first round pick. I want Kevin Durant. I want to bring Kevin Durant home. I got close, and, you know, it didn't end up working out. So I'll take Blake Green for now. I'll add the exception, and we get another first round pick because these first round picks might come in handy when I do something else after this. Okay, trades. I need to trade. Let's see, one more person. Blake Green, who are you? And we'll get another first round pick. Okay, we're going to try to get Kevin Durant. That is the most it lets me give him. Player option, no trade clause. Are we his number 1 offer? We are. Is Kevin Durant coming home? He is. Okay, Steph Curry goes to the Warriors. I thought it said we couldn't get Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, welcome to Washington. We have 5 players on this team right now, which is going to seriously hurt our bench a ton. Russell Westbrook is gone. It means Denny Avdiha is going to have to go ahead and get me a point guard. I'll see you guys with that trade. We're going to try to pick up Kobe White here from the Chicago Bulls. I know Bulls fans kind of wanted Denny Avdiha. I think actually Patrick Williams looks pretty good right now, but Kobe White's an absolute baller. I think he should be a little bit higher than an 83 overall. They just want a first round pick swap. So our starting 5 is now all set. We just got to work on a bench a little bit. And I also really don't love Whiteside, but I don't really think I'm going to be able to get much for him, like in terms of improvement. So, I mean, I can look if I do Whiteside and 2 for, oops, I can't trade that pick. I hate the protection backup thing. I just don't really know realistically what sort of center I'd be able to get that's like a serious improvement. It's probably not much. Mo Bamba's an option, but I don't know. He does have hose. That was probably the cringiest fucking thing you've ever heard in your life. All right, I'm going to work on a bench now. We probably don't have much money. Is this game going to glitch? Is this game going to glitch? No fucking way. Oh, I love it. Dude, I love it. What? I love this so much. I love this so much because not only does 2K glitch let me go way over the cap after I've already totally renounced the rights on Russell Westbrook to bring him back. But my dumbass also gets to pair up Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook again. Oh, I love it. I know I just hyped up Kobe White to the moon, but he's going to come off the bench for us to be a sixth man. How in the world? Bro, we are in next gen 2K. You guys fixed everything in my I guess it's my NBA now. And you still let me do that shit. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Bring me back. DeLon Wright's not a bad option. Nico Melli. Frank Kaminsky, I'm actually interested in as a backup big man. He's going to come in here. Damian Dotson, low-key for a minimum contract. It's kind of a steal, and then I need a backup 4. I'll take Myers Leonard. Love Myers Leonard. Actually, I like him as a person. I don't love him as a player. But that is 9 guys, and what in the world is going on right now that we've somehow managed to get this team? I have no idea. I will see you guys in the rotation at the start of the third and final year. Third and final season here, and I just kind of love the idea of pairing Russell Westbrook back up with Kevin Durant. This game's glitching already. It's my first rebuild, and it's already back, but you gotta love it. Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, Domantas Sabonis, and Hassan Whiteside. So theoretically, if we look at this in the big picture, we lost Avdiha, which I didn't really want to do. You know, looking back on it, I kind of didn't have to do it. I also didn't know the game was going to glitch like this. But we picked up Kevin Durant, and we lost Yusuf Nurkic for Hassan Whiteside. It's not that big of a deal when you look at it. So I'm super pumped for this. I love seeing Kevin Durant in a Wizards uniform. I just really do. Kobe White, Frank Kaminsky, Damian Dotson, and Myers Leonard. The bench got a little bit worse, but we added one of the best players in the NBA. I'm going to take that every day of the week. So hopefully this is our championship year. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 3. I don't know how we are not first in this conference. Kind of hurts a little bit, but it's okay. Trae Young is your MVP. I just want to say I absolutely love those Hawks uniforms. I think they're clean as fuck. Trae Young is your MVP. Gabriel Brooks is your Rookie of the Year. I do not know much about this draft class, so my bad. Cole Anthony, Sixth Man of the Year. Jonathan Isaac, Defensive Player of the Year once again. Cade Cunningham, Most Improved, looks pretty good in a Bulls uniform. And Stan Van Gundy wins Coach of the Year. He's not my coach, so I'm guessing, is he the new head coach of the Celtics? Oh, wait, no, he's probably in New Orleans. Okay. Celtics are just going to be dominant. Nothing much I can do about that. So we are going to head up to, let's see. Where am I going? I'm all over the place. I keep losing it. I was already at standings or statistics. I'm so dumb. Oh, my God. I'm all over the place. Player stats. Jesus Christ. Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Sabonis, Kobe White. I mean, this team is just really good. Whiteside, 10 boards. I didn't expect him to score a lot, but I will take that. So we have Philadelphia here in round number 1. Simmons, Thibault, Middleton's a new addition. Burt, Red, and Joel Embiid. I'm hoping we can get this done right here. We are up to oh my God, I keep forgetting it so fast. Moving on to Charlotte here, LaMelo, Brandon Boston, Tobias Harris, PJ Washington, Yusuf Nurkic. Those are some significant improvements. And we would have had to face Orlando, and they won? What? Let me get this straight. The fucking Timberwolves win a championship in the first year, and then Nikola Vucevic and the Magic win one in the third year. But no, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Russell Westbrook, Hassan Whiteside, Domantas Sabonis, Kobe White. No, not a God's chance in hell. All right. It's going to be like that, I guess. So we can head back to this roster. I thought it was pretty good. I haven't done a rebuild in since October, not September, since October, and I thought this one came out pretty well. So as always, if you guys do have video ideas, make sure to comment them down below. If you guys are new or, returning or whatever it is, since my little hiatus, feel free to resubscribe or subscribe. That'd mean a lot to me. If you guys could leave a like, that'd be cool as well. But yeah, I'm happy to be back. We're going to try to get an upload up every day. But seriously, I seriously cannot thank you guys enough for your support. It means so much to me just to know I have people here that support me the way you guys do. And I seriously would not be where I am right now, anything wise, if it wasn't for you guys. So I'm pumped to be back. It seriously feels good. I'm trying to, become my normal self again that you guys all love. Or, some of you at least put up with, I guess. But, yeah, that about does it for me. As mentioned, as always, any other video ideas down below in the comment section. I love you guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one.